Welcome, hockey fans. We are live here at All Seasons Arena here in Mankato. The Scarlets of Mankato West are hosting Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars for tonight's matchup. We're getting a sheet of ice getting cleared as we speak. Last loop around for the Zamboni, and we'll get the players down here. They've already warmed up. JV, I believe the final score of the JV game was 4-0 in favor of the visiting team, the Jaguars. And so we'll see if the varsity can fare a little bit better. We'll get the players out here for a quick, brief warm up just to check their edges, and then we'll line them up and we'll get our starting lineups. Just so you get an idea of what we have coming up, the remaining schedule before holiday break, before the holiday tournament up in Duluth. We are going to be hosting Totino Grace on Saturday. Game time, let me double check here. I believe game time is 2 o'clock, but let me just grab the schedule here while we wait for the teams to come down. Totino Grace, looks like that is going to be a 2 p.m. start on Saturday here at All Seasons Arena. And then on Tuesday next week, we will be at Northfield for a 7:15 game. And that's Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we are, oh goodness, I got distracted. I got someone grab onto me on their way by. We will be hosting Winona on Thursday. That is a 7 o'clock game, I believe. And then on the 18th, we will be hosting, no, we're at New Prague on the 18th. Hi. And here's your stuff. And after we go to New Prague on the 18th, then on the 23rd, we go to Cottage Grove. That sound right? Yeah, Cottage Grove. And then that'll be the last game before the holiday tournament. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just like and subscribe to the channel, and you will see all of those games. And if you subscribe, you'll get notifications on when we go live. So here are the the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, whatever. The Jefferson Jaguars. And coming down the stairs right now, here come our Mankato West Scarlets. And here they come, leading the charge. I'll let you know who our flag bearers are as they make their way around the ice. Here come our Scarlets. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let me shut this mic off. There we go. All right, we are ready for puck drop here. Starting lineup, Jacoby Dosh taking the face-off circle. And we are underway. Isaac Allman on the left wing, Braden Keach on the right wing. Defensive pairing is Brooks Bockel and Grady Schmidt. The goalie tonight is Brecky. And we should have a pretty good matchup here, I would say. Jefferson should be, so far this year, should be our toughest competition, and we'll see how the Scarlets fare as we get going here in the first period. Ricky Enner tried to get a piece of that in the zone to hold it, couldn't. And nice move by Schmidt or that was actually Jaden Reddy to get it back in the zone. And now Dorzik going on the forecheck along with Ricky Enner. Brody Cox with a big hit, and Jefferson's able to get it into the zone. It should be an icing call, which it is. So we'll take it back into the Scarlet zone. No, sorry, the Jefferson zone. We're going to call them the Jaguars because every time I do that, I'm going to want to call them the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we're going to call them the Jaguars moving forward. They are Bloomington Jefferson. And so far, I think boys are just trying to find their legs at this point. Brody Cox working in the corner, back out to the point. And Schmidt tried to hit it over to Reddy, and Jaguars were there to break it up. Now this makes it out into neutral ice. Going to see Jaden Reddy pokes it away, and Jaguars are able to enter the zone. And now Brelgy feeds it over to Dorzik. Dorzik takes a hit, and Brecky with a quick grab to deny that shot just outside of the slot. And somehow I am off on my clock already. Goodness, we're at 15:22. There we go. And the Jaguars hold the zone. And now Madsen in there trying to break it up. And Schmidt got it to neutral ice, and that goes right into the bench. And I want to say Mason Shriver made a save from the bench as that puck went flying into the Scarlet's bench. So we'll get a puck drop. They're going to take it to neutral ice. And the center circle for the puck drop. And now Starkey, Madsen, and Hattelstead out there. And shot through traffic into Brecky's pads. Makes the save. All right, Jaguars holding the zone. Try to get it into the slot. And denied. Now Schmidt over in the corner battling for it. Jaguars. Block. Deflected by Tosh up into the netting. So we'll get a puck drop on. Looks like they're going to take it to the far dot. And it looks like Tosh, Allman, and Keach are out there. Tosh on the faceoff circle. Out to the point for the Jags. And deflected up into the air, into this near corner. Schmidt is there, bodies him off, gives it to Allman. Allman tried to feed it out, and it goes right to Jaguars, who takes a shot. Brecky makes the save. And now Keach gets it deep. It's going to go into the corner for it. And a near miss there. And Barrett tried to hold the zone on a deep pinch. And Jaguars are able to get the puck into the Scarlet zone. And now Reddy feeds it over, trying to find Tosh. Doesn't make it. Jaguars check it up, and now go on the forecheck. Allman in the corner battling for it. Jaguars from the dot, trying to get a shot off. Blocked by Tosh. Tosh now with it. Tosh has got space to skate. Jacoby forced wide, taken off the puck. Reddy goes after it. Reddy around the boards to Barrett. Barrett gets it to enter. Ricky trying to get a quick release to clear the zone. Oh, and a good look by the Jaguars, and he fanned on the shot. Shot from the point goes wide left and onto the boards. Now the Scarlet's battling. Barrett gives a big hit on the board. So now Cox trying to get it through, feeds it, gets it through into the neutral ice. He's got Ricky with him. Shot goes stick save side to the boards, and now enter with a shot. Dorzik looking for a deflection, and it goes wide. And now Dorzik gets a hand on it, and now Cox trying to find it in the corner. Jags throw it around the boards to the near side. Barrett with a big hit there. Puck goes all the way to the other end. It should be no ice. They're going to call ice on it. So, a couple good looks there for the Scarlets. I give them 2 shots on that. And now Dorzik on the faceoff circle. He's got Enter and Cox on the wings. Balkel and Schmidt on D. Nice pinch by Schmidt. Grady from the top of the circle, blocked by the defenseman. And looking for a breakaway Bockel breaks it up. Schmidt goes back for it. Schmidt off the boards to Dorzik. Dorzik with some quick moves to avoid a defenseman and gets it into the zone. Goalie plays it along the far boards. Bockel looking for something, and Jaguars get past him. It's a 2-on-2 into the Scarlet zone. Shot, glove save, Brecky. Scarlet's trying to get control of the puck. Jaguars pick it up, working the boards behind the net. And Reddy gets it to Schmidt. No, to goodness, a lot of action there. That was Tosh he was trying to feed it to. Now Brelgy with it behind the net. Gets it to, I think that's Keach. And deflected down. Brelgy plays it over to Allman on the boards. Allman trying to get around their defenseman on a pinch and can't hold it. And Jaguars behind the net looking for a lane and deflected out by Allman. It's going to go all the way to the other end. It's going to be no ice. They're going to make him play it. And Allman trying to put pressure and clog some lanes. And the Jags get it into the zone. Shot. Brecky with a glove grab. And now Matson on the face-off, wins it back to Bockel. Bockel over to Hattelstead. Hattelstead trying to get it to Starkey coming across the neutral zone. And Jags are there to break it up. Hattelstead gets it into the zone. And now Starkey on the forecheck trying to get possession. Bockel holds nicely at the blue line. Gets it back in the deep in the zone. Jags try to bring it out. And Schmidt with a couple of good moves to hold possession and try to get it back in the slot. Deflected by the Jags D. Now Bockel from the point, looking for a lane to shoot, feeds it over to Hattelstead. Hattelstead down to Starkey. Starkey still with it, down low. Madsen comes up, tries to grab it out of there. Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville. Goodness gracious, that's going to be my Achilles heel tonight. Jefferson still trying to get it out. They finally get possession of it, and they're going to break it out. It is a 2-on-1. Schmidt trying to get back. Oh, and off of Reddy's skate, almost through Brecky. Brecky with a beautiful pad save to keep that out. That was a deflection that Reddy wasn't trying to do, but Brecky saw it coming. Luckily, the quick save with a pad save slide. And as he did that, the net came off, so they blew the play dead. And now we'll get a face-off here. Looks like Dorzik out there on the face-off circle. And Jaguars play it along the boards out to the near point. Down low. Cox got a piece of it. And then now Reddy got a piece of it. Now Cox bringing it into the zone. Cox. Oh, that's a big hit. Right on the edge of the bench. They've got padding there, but that's still a hard hit to take as he was bodied into that. And Jaguars taking off the puck. No penalty. Dorzik brings it into the zone. He's got Cox behind him. He feeds it back to Cox. Deflected by the Jaguars. And now it's like Barrett's got it. He's going to try to bring it up. Tried to feed it over to Cox, but the pass was off the mark. And now Jefferson, they're going to call a penalty on Keach on that one. So we got a delayed penalty coming in. Looks like Keach is going to go in the box. Not sure Keach needed to, but in that case, on that breakaway, it's probably better safe than sorry. So, oh, it wasn't Keach, it was Barrett. So Barrett's going to go in. See if I make sure I got my clock right. We're going to send Barrett in the box for 2 minutes, and we'll go on our first penalty kill. And we're going to have Keach on the face-off. We got Allman out there. Got Reddy out there as well, and Grady Schmidt. So that's our penalty kill unit right now. Schmidt with a big hit. Now he's rolling around trying to tie the puck up, and he does nicely. And then Keach throws it far to the other end. Allman is just going to hold back and try to clog up some passing lanes, try to slow their progression up. And Jefferson coming in with speed. Number 11 looking to try to get around Reddy down low. And Brecky's there to cover that one up. And now Jefferson throwing gloves. Wow, that was a little bit of a melee. I'm not sure if they're going to take anybody on that or if they're just going to let him go. He's going to take somebody. My guess is they're going to take Grady and number 18. It's probably offsetting, but we'll put him in the box nonetheless. Like 18 is going to go for Jefferson. Oh, they're going to send two. Let's put them both in there. And Keach and Grady. 20 is going to go for Jefferson. And then Keach and Grady. We'll put them up there. We got so many that they're actually going off the screen for the Scarlets. Those are offsetting, so they're not up on the board. I like to put them up there so you can see who's in the box and how long they have to wait. With offsetting penalties like that, they have to stay in the box. Their 2-minute penalty is up. As soon as the next whistle after their 2-minute penalty is up, then they're released out of the box. So I'll give you a little view here. There's our box with 2 boys in there, and there are 3 boys in there, and there's their box with 2 boys in there. Can't see it very well, but that's what we got going on here. So nothing really changes. Oh, they gave 18 a 5. Oh, goodness. Wowzers. That's big. All right, well, let's change that one to a 5. 18 gets a 5. Okay, so that does change things a bit because after our penalty kill, then we're going to go on a power play. It'll be a minute. It'll be a 3.5-minute power play. So, interesting turn of events there. I didn't see what started it, but it was nasty, and they were all in the crease. Brecky had the puck covered. Whistle was blown, so the play was dead, and yet there was still a lot of activity in the crease. So referees trying to figure it out. It looks like it is Doug Henley, and it looks like that's Sharstrom as the head ref. And I don't recognize the third ref. I can't see who that is, but they're sorting it out with the clock to figure out what this means for everybody. So I see there are a handful of people who talking about the microphone in the beginning of the game. Just so you know, my mic is just supposed to pick me up. So I turn a mic on that goes for the arena. It's not a very good mic. It's not designed to pick up the arena's sound. I turn it on. I'll see if I have another mic I can try so that we can do the starting lineups at the beginning of the game. But just so you know, when we start the game, I turn my mic off because my mic is not going to pick up the arena sounds. I'll see if maybe I could get a microphone hooked up so we can get those arena sounds for the start of the game, like the national anthem and the starting lineups. But the current setup, I don't have it wired so that we can pick up the arena microphone. So that's why you weren't hearing much at the very beginning, because I'm not set up to do that. Oh, they gave Grady 4 minutes. Okay, I got to pay attention to what's going on here. So Grady is going to be a 4-minute. So that changes things. So basically that's going to give us a 1-minute power play at the end of all of this. And so then we'll go back to 5-on-5 for what? I don't, you do the math. So we're going to be 3-on-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 out there. We've got 3 out there. We're a 5-on-3 right now. I'm not sure why we're a 5-on-3. That doesn't make any sense. Why are we a 5-on-3? We should be 4-on-3. We can't be 5-on-3. Okay, they're straightening it out. I think Jefferson was a little confused as to what they could do and what they couldn't do. They were trying to go 5-on-3. Not going to happen. Here we go. We're 4-on-3 for a minute and a half. And then it'll be, looks like it might be 4-on-4. Oh, watch that back door, boys. 13 was sitting all by himself. And it's like Cox was able to clear that all the way down. Nice save by Brecky on that one. And 45 seconds left on this 4-on-3. These are probably situations where they don't get a lot of practice doing 4-on-3s or 5-on-3s. So this will be a little bit of a tester for these boys. Another 29 seconds left. Brecky, oh, he fanned on it. Jefferson had a really good look. Brecky with another great save. Brecky lightened things up in the net. Save after save, doing what he needs to do to make sure that we keep this a scoreless game with 1 man down. All right, now Tosh is out there on the face-off circle. He's got Allman and Bockel with him. And Allman trying to get in front of, got to be careful he doesn't get himself a penalty. Now they're trying to set it up. They got a guy in the high slot. And now down low. And Brecky makes another save. And oh, Barrett coming out, almost got hit with a puck. All right, so now we're 4-on-4 for another 3.5 minutes, and then we should have a 1-minute power play at the end of this. Now Tosh doing a good job of breaking that play up. Gets it to neutral ice. He's got Allman on the blue line with him. And Allman with a shot right to the face of the goalie. Goalie has to make the save. Tosh almost got the rebound on that. Now Tosh on the face-off, trying to win it. Jaguars get it. Allman trying to find that puck along the boards. He's going to battle for it. Tosh and Allman on the forecheck. Allman trying to get over to it. Jefferson trying to break out. Finally gets around to Allman. Now trying to get around Tosh. Tosh all over him. Tosh wins the puck. He's got Allman on the side. He dishes it over. Allman brings it in on the blue line. Feeds it back to Allman. And just out of his reach now. Jefferson trying to find it. Allman gets it. Feeds it just out of the reach of Tosh. Tosh feeds it over to Allman. Allman now with it. Allman, the shot top of the circle, deflected by number 5. Tosh picks it up behind the net. Feeds it over, trying to find Allman. And now Reddy holds the zone. Tosh goes for a line change. Nobody on the far side. It's going to allow Jefferson to get possession and bring it out. And Jefferson has to regroup back in the neutral zone. Dorzik on the forecheck, trying to break up some passing lanes. Jefferson's 13 around Reddy, coming in and misses the pass. They had a good look there. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. That was a dangerous little play. And now Cox with it out to the point for Ready. Ready over. That was Brelgy with a shot off the glass, deflected. Now Cox down low with it. Cox feeds it over to Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it turned. Now Cox down low with it. Out to Ready at the point. Ready through traffic, hits him right in the chest for a good shot opportunity. No rebound. And now it should be 20 comes out. Why is 20 out of the box? 20 can't be out of the box. Timeout. Hey, 20 came out of the box. He's got to be in the box. Yeah, 20, you got another 4 minutes in there. Got to wait. A lot of miscommunication on that penalty. Now 19 coming through this neutral zone. Nice back check by Tosh. And Dorzik didn't see the puck and skated away from it. Allows Jefferson to get possession again, drop it into the zone. And now Cox with it. Cox looking for a pass. Schmidt comes out of the penalty box. And Cox through traffic, still with it. Gets through two guys. Still with it. Feeds it out to the point for Schmidt. Schmidt over to Tosh. Tosh back to Schmidt. Schmidt top of the circle. Shot blocked by number 17. And Tosh goes back to regroup. We got a 37 seconds left on a very brief power play. One-man advantage. Allman out there with Dorzik, Tosh, Schmidt, and Bockel. And Schmidt blasts the stick right out of number 19's hands as he gets the puck deep. Now down low for Tosh. Tosh looking for somebody. Finds Allman, top of the circle. Shot through traffic. It's loose. Oh, Tosh couldn't find it to pull the trigger on it, but he gets possession of it nonetheless. Tosh, top of the slot. Looking for a shot. Oh, deflected wide. Now Schmidt holds. Down. Oh, and misses Allman. It's going to go all the way down. Jaguars back to full strength. 3:45 left in the period. Now Schmidt with it. Grady's got space to skate. And feeds it over to trying to find Enter on the far side. And now Madsen with a good poke check. Still battling for the puck. Gets it down low to Allman. Allman trying to feed it over to Tosh. No, that's Madsen. And then Enter misses it. Slides down and feeds it. Tried to feed it over. And still battling from his knees. Ricky winds up with the puck. It's just a melee in there. And now 21 for the Jaguars coming the other way. And Jaden's there. No call. No call. And Hadelstedt trying to find Allman. Allman gets it down deep in the zone and goes for a line change. Now Madsen on the forecheck. And Jaguars regroup, and they're going to bring it into neutral ice with a good breakout. He's got room to skate. And shot goes to Brecky's chest. And the penalty boxes are empty, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to a full bench on both sides. Brecky doing a good job in nets, making saves. And good hustle. It's been a good period. 2:44. Oh, let me fix my clock. 2:44 left in the first period. I'll say possession definitely goes to Jefferson so far. But I will tell you, Scarlets are trying to match their momentum, at least their energy. And we'll see how they do. Allman picks one out. Shot through traffic. And shaves a little ice. Number 13 in there to give Allman a little jab on his way by. Out to the point, Bockel over to Schmidt. Schmidt through traffic. Deflection goes up into the chest of the goalie. Good look there by the Scarlets. So Tosh will take the face off. He's got Allman and Keach on the wings. Bockel and Schmidt on D. Out to Schmidt. Schmidt through traffic and a deflection. It's loose. Oh, they couldn't find it, and then they just iced it. Oh my gosh, that puck was just dangling on the edge of the crease. And there were two Jefferson players right in front of it, and the Scarlets couldn't find the puck to tap it in, but it was right there for anyone to get. So we'll try that face off one more time. Tosh. And it goes to the far circle. And Keach trying to find it. Schmidt's going to be able to hold. Gets it down low. Allman on the forecheck trying to get possession. And it's going to go around. Jefferson looking to clear. Keach got a piece of it. And they're offside. So that'll take us out to neutral ice for a face-off. Under 2 minutes. And goes to the boards. Enter gets it. Keeps it. Enter. Oh, just about got through and tied up on the boards. Enter still battling for it. And Jefferson's going to bring it around the boards. They reverse and looking for a breakout. Schmidt's able to hold. Throws it down deep. Enter gets missed it. And Jefferson's able to get it along the boards. Big hit by Cox right there. Now Schmidt looking for a shot. Deflected into the boards. Jefferson along the boards on the near side, flicked it up into neutral ice. Perfect little flick to 11. 11 coming in with speed. Ricky trying to get in front of it, loses his edge, goes down. And then 5 tries to hit Brody, and Brody says, yeah, try that again. Now Schmidt along the boards, near side. And shot goes through the crease. 5 looking to take a shot. Couldn't make it work. And now Bockel gets it to Dorzik. Dorzik gets turned. He's got Keach. Feeds it over to Keach. Keach, fans on the shot. And now Dorzik and Keach. And Keach takes a big hit. And, good hold. Couldn't hold it. Bockel had to jump to get it. And then passed over to Reddy. And Reddy wasn't ready for it. Didn't mean for that pun to happen. Oh, good slide by Brecky. Beautiful. Down to 27 seconds. Brecky with another save. And Jefferson able to hold the zone. Down to 20 seconds, first period. And Brecky's got to reach for that one. Get on it. Puck still loose. Out to the point. 22 over to the other side. 12 looking for a shot. Shot gets through. 1 second. Shot blocked by Bockel. Out to the point. Big flurry at the end of that period there for Jefferson Jags. Nothing finds the net. Brecky, solid period for goaltending for the Scarlets. We're going to get about a 13-minute intermission here. I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to rest my vocal cords. I felt like there was a lot of activity in that one. So go grab a snack, grab a drink, let your dogs out. Don't let them out too long. It's really cold. And we'll see you back here in 13 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Zamboni is off the ice. We've got a fresh sheet. We'll let the ice set up a little bit as they get the net set for us. And then we'll get things going. I updated the shots on goal. During the period, I'm just doing my best to keep track of it. And then I go down between periods and double check to make sure my numbers match their numbers. And so far, we're seeing that Jefferson Jags have 19 shots on goal and the Scarlets have 10. So Zamboni door is on its way down. As soon as that's down, we will get the players back out here and we'll get things rolling for the second period. Again, we'll play again on Saturday here hosting Totino Grace. I will not be here, but I did recruit Sean Cox and maybe a couple others to do the broadcast on Saturday. So be nice to them as they have graciously volunteered to run this the craziness that I like to call a broadcast. There's a lot of working parts, way more than you would anticipate, but we do our best and we make do with what we've got. The pay is really great for this job that I'm doing here. That isn't jest. If you don't know, I don't get paid to do this. This is just for the love of sport. So here come our Mankato West Scarlets back on the ice. They'll make their way right by us here on their way to the other side of the rink for the second period. So we'll let the boys stretch their legs a bit after sitting during intermission. Let me give you a little zoomed out version of their warm up. I get all three of those. All right. I zoomed it out just a little bit. I got a little feedback that maybe I was zoomed in a little too much. It made it a little too hard to track. I will tell you, I'm watching the game. I'm not really watching the camera. So if I screw up on turning the camera where it's supposed to be, that's on me. I'm a one-man show. So here we go. We're ready to go. Puck is dropped and we're off the second period. Out for the Scarlets, Jacoby Tosh at center, Braden Keach, Isaac Allman on the wings, and the defensive pairing of Brooks Bockel and Grady Schmidt. In net, we've got Brecky. Brecky had a fantastic first period. We'll see if we can keep that going through the second period here as the Jaguars bring it into the zone. And shot goes stick, save to the side. Jaguars looking to set up. Jaguars in a neutral ice, trying to throw it deep and off the referee's skates and back into the zone. Now, Tosh trying to get to the puck and beats five. A little spin move, gets the puck, trying to find Keach in the slot. Nothing doing. Keach down low, feeds it back to Tosh. Tosh back out to the point for Schmidt. Schmidt through traffic. Blocker save. Keach with the rebound. Finds the back of the net, and I'll bet none of you guys saw that because I didn't have the camera turned. Sorry, folks. Shot goes, blocker save right out into the slot, and Keach is there to clean things up. And the Scarlets take a 1-goal lead. And that was the first shot on goal for the second period. And it counts, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Scarlet goal. So I apologize if you don't get to see that goal. That's totally on me. You know, sometimes I just get so excited watching the game, I forget to turn the camera. So Grady Schmidt from the top of the circle takes the shot. Goalie makes a pad save. The shot deflection goes out into the slot, and Keach is there to find the back of the net. Now Bockel, that's Brelji battling in the corner. And, nice save. Dorzik was on his way to the net. Enter takes a hit behind the net. And now Schmidt on a pinch. He's going to hold it on the boards, throws it down low, trying to find Jacoby. And Jefferson looking for a breakout, and they get it to neutral ice. Grady's going to pick that up. He's got Allman next to him. Grady's going to look for space to skate. He finds it. Grady into traffic. High slot shot goes wide to the left. And Bockel couldn't hold. Allman's back. And nice little move to get around two. He's got space. Feeds it to Tosh on the near side. Tosh gets it into the zone. Down low now on the forecheck. Keach, Allman, and Tosh. And Jaguars. Keach with a good move. Hold the zone. And Jefferson coming the other way now. Shot. What that was, but they blew it dead. I'm not sure what it was. Shot gets to Brecky's glove. But they're going to whistle that one dead. I don't know if they came in offside. No, not offside. I'm not sure what happened there, why they blew that dead. And I missed it. But they found the net. So they just tied it up. I can zoom out. If you guys would rather see this, you let me know what you'd rather see, because if I'm zoomed all the way out, this is what you see. If you want something in between, you're going to have to wait until the end of the period. I can't do it during the period, but I can do it between periods. So you let me know. I'll let this play for a little bit. You throw something out into the chat, what you'd prefer, and I'll keep it like this for a bit, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of the game. And then just let me know what you want, and I'll switch it up between periods. Shot. And Reddy ties the man up. Couldn't get it off, and then Brecky is forced to make another save. And Matson on the faceoff gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt to the far side with Bockel. Bockel fanned on the out pass. Jefferson's able to hold. Bockel picks it back up, feeds it out to neutral ice. Jefferson is there to pick it up. And now Bockel still putting pressure. Jefferson gets it deep. And now Schmidt to Starkey. Starkey gets it in the zone. Jefferson's able to clear. Bockel's there to get a stick on it. Matson couldn't get the puck, and it goes on net. Now, Jaguars looking for a breakout. Find it to neutral ice. Jaguars coming the other way. It's a 3-on-3. And Bockel does a great job of breaking that up. Feeds it over to Matson. Matson, I don't know who he was trying to find there, but Keach now working D. Bockel around the boards, and it goes all the way down. Hadelstead couldn't see it, so that's going to be an ice. So it'll go to the other end. And puck goes into the locker room area. So we'll have to pause for a new puck. Tosh on the face-off. He's got Keach and Allman with him, and Bockel and Schmidt on D. Now Tosh on the boards, battling. Tosh still with him. Schmidt now with him too. And goes back down low. Allman's going to get over there, pick it up. Allman's got the puck into neutral ice, feeds it over to Tosh. Tosh on the boards, gets it into the zone. Partially deflected. Now Keach fans on a shot. Allman. Oh, goalie denied that opportunity. Allman had a good look, and the net is off. So we'll get a stoppage of play. So we'll get fresh legs. Dorzik, Cox, and Enter coming out. We got Bockel and Reddy on D. And Jefferson with the puck behind the net, looking for a breakout. And Reddy able to hold on the blue line. Drops it back in. Dorzik on the forecheck, trying to get in there. As is Enter. Enter comes out with it. Ricky battling for it. Now Keaton's got it. Now Ricky's got it. Ricky's still with it. Now Keaton trying to get it. Oh, Brelge with a deep pinch. Gets it down low. Crumpled on the boards is Ricky. Ricky pops back up. Puck comes out to neutral ice right in front of us here. And Enter feeds it over to Dorzik. Keaton gets it into the zone. Brody with a shot. Deflected wide. And now Keaton trying to find it. Keaton finds it. Oh, shot. Brelge shot. And the net comes off as Brelge pulls the trigger on it. Okay, we're gonna have to watch that. If the goalie's gonna start kicking that off, they're gonna need to start watching that. Okay, so I'm getting mixed messages on the Zoom. So what I'll do is I'll try to find a happy medium between the second and third period. While I'll zoom in a little bit from here and zoom out on the other lens. So here's our zoomed in lens. I can give you that on the face-off. And now Keach feeds it out. Bockel tried to find Schmidt. And now Keach on the forecheck tries to tie his man up. Another big hit on the boards. Scarlett's doing good work. And that's going to be, he's going to say no ice. I'm not sure why. And Bockel takes a hit, but feeds it to Schmidt first. Oh, shoot. Intercepted. And Brady with a good move to deny that shot. Now Brady takes a hit. Tries to get the puck loose. Now Jefferson doing a good job of holding the zone. Can't find a lane to shoot, but still get possession. Now Allman with it. Allman trying to find Keach coming through neutral ice and tried to split the difference. Now Schmidt gets it to Allman. Allman's going to flick it into the zone and a good weight on it. Should be no ice. And now Allman on the boards feeds it down to Tosh. Tosh Ready with a slapper. Oh, Ullman fanned on it. Tried the double second effort, and it goes up into the netting and whistle dead on that play. I've kind of lost track of shots on goal, but I think it should be somewhere around 24-16. We'll see at the end of the period what they have to say on that. Now, Brecky's going to have to come out. He's going to cover that. And his own man ices him. Ready. Jaden Reddy ices his own goalie. I'm sure Brecky's going to give him an earful for that one. Out to the point. Jefferson on the near point. And Ricky, what a great job. That's got to be a penalty. It is a penalty. It is a penalty. They're going to whistle that one dead. Everyone just settle down, me included. I got a little excited. So we'll get ourselves a penalty. They're going to put 18 in the box for interference, I'm sure. Let's see. All right, Joey Tosh out on the circle. He's got Brelgy with him. He's got Schmidt. He's got Bockel. And he's got Keach. Here comes Schmidt. Schmidt gives it back to Tosh. Tosh gets by one. Gets it deep. Dorzik flying to the corner. Out to the point. Bockel with a shot. Goes off the mask of the goalie. And they're going to take it all the way down to the other end. And Brecky holds it up for Schmidt. Grady waiting for things to clear up and set it up. And now Tosh with it. Jacoby going to skate it in to the neutral zone. And he's going to throw it around the boards. Going to come all the way out to Bockel. Bockel down low, and Schmidt couldn't hold. And now, looking like what's going to be a breakaway. Comes 13 with a shot, misses wide. 13 goes down on his own accord. They're going to call a penalty on that. And looks like Schmidt's going to go in the box for 2. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 1:05, and then we'll be on the kill. Went out to the point for Jefferson. Jefferson trying to get it low. Allman got a piece of it, clears it out into the Jaguar zone, is going to go after it. And Keach touched it. It's going to be off, so they have to touch back up, get onside. And now Jefferson looking to do something with it. They get it into the zone, and Brecky's going to hold it for Brelgy. Brelgy, tried to feed it back to Reddy. Reddy was going the other way, and then Keach lost his edge and fell down. Reddy with a deflection. And now Keach gets a piece of it as he slides on the ice. And now Reddy picks it up. Looking for a pass. Feeds it over to Brelgy. Brelgy with pressure. Brelgy has to play it back to Reddy. And Jags are full strength. And they're just going to take it all the way down to the other end. And now Jefferson's going to try to set up a power play. They've got 53 seconds on the power play. Good move by Reddy. Reddy gives it to Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get through traffic. And now we got a breakaway. 21 feeds it over. And Reddy's there to throw it down to the other end. And Jefferson will have to regroup as Bockel comes out on the ice with Reddy, Dorzik, and Enter. Number 7 with it. And good move by Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get through. 7-on-7. Number 7 versus number 7 and taken away. Jefferson coming the other way. 14 seconds left on the kill. Jefferson into the zone. Down behind the net and ready there. Ready. He's going to flick it and hits a jag. And now they've got the puck still in the zone. Top of the circle shot. Deflected off of number 21's hip. He's late getting up. Now Allman. So, and had to get it over number 7, who laid out on the ice and blocked the shot. And now Jaguars coming the other way. Grady hustles back to pick the puck up. Feeds it over to Tosh. Tosh couldn't control it. Jags coming the other way. They go in offside, so that'll be a puck drop in neutral ice with 5:49 left in the second period. So they'll be right in front of us here for a puck drop. Bacco gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Allman. Allman into the zone. Now Tosh on the forecheck, trying to get the puck. Ties his man up. Oh, big hit behind the boards. Keach. And Jefferson coming the other way. 2-on-1. Bacco hustling back. And the puck actually gets deflected. Goes up over the net. Brecky full spread on the ice. And Jefferson couldn't find the back of the net. Allman gets hit big. Still battling for the puck. Keeps his edges. And Tosh now with it. Tosh and Keach in neutral ice. Tosh trying to get around number 18. Puts the brakes on. Feeds it over. Trying to find Allman in the slot. And puck's still loose. And now out to the point for Brelgy. Brelgy down along the boards. Allman in the corner. Feeds it over to Keach. Keach now with it. Trying to feed it through to the slot. It goes off the back of the net now. Jefferson with it. Keach going to get to it. It's going to feed it over the glass. Down into the corner. Allman trying to find it. And now good hold by Reddy. Beautiful by Reddy. And number 15 off to the races. Can Brelgy get there? And good D. Brelgy was beat, but just happened to be able to hold it in without drawing a penalty and keeps it out of the net. Now Jefferson back with the puck, trying to get it through neutral ice. Scarlett's all over him. Enter gets it deep. And goalie's just going to cover that one. Not sure why he covered it, but we'll let him cover. 4:05 left in the period. Shots on goal. I'm probably a little off on the shots on goal, but we'll update them between periods. All right, fresh legs out on the ice. Looks like we're going to have Madsen on the face-off circle. We've got Hattelstead on one side, and he's got Starkey on the other. Schmidt and Bacco on D. Starkey with some good back checking here to break things up. 21 getting through. Oh, Brecky on a full splits to try to block anything coming through. And Starkey gets it through. Hattelstead, can you get there? Dane trying to find it, couldn't. And Jefferson. Oh, good move by Bacco to break that up. Bacco again. Good D by Bacco. Now Starkey through traffic, gets it into neutral ice. And Jefferson coming the other way. Oh, off of Madsen into the zone off of Hattelstead. And then that should be an ice. And that'll be an icing. So we'll bring it back into the Jag zone for a puck drop. Tosh on the face-off. We got Keach and Allman on the wings. Barrett and Reddy on D. Reddy had to work around a Jag that lost his stick. Held the zone, but the Jags recover and bring it into neutral zone. 13, dangling. Gets through a couple guys. Gets it deep. A little miscommunication on the Scarlet's part to try to get to the puck. And Jefferson working down low. Into the slot, shot by 17. And Brecky makes a save. A hold by 12. Shot gets through traffic. Brecky with 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds. And now Tosh is going to take it off the glass. Number 7 picks it up. Allman trying to get in front of it. Allman all over him. Still on him. Allman still working. And Tosh in there too. Tosh picks it up out of the traffic. Hits Ready. And then Tosh picks it up. Tosh feeds it over before he gets hit. Now Barrett gets it on ice, or on net, so no ice. 2:13 left. Second period. I'm going to give them 3 shots there. I believe there were 3 shots that Brecky had to save. Might have been a couple more, but we'll see what the official count is when we get to period break. And now enter on the face-off circle. He's got Cox with him and Dorzik. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. And Brody Cox is going to go in the box at 2:03 for a trip. I believe that's going to be Brody. Yep, so Brody's in the box for 2 minutes. So the penalty kill unit is out there. It's going to be Keaton Dorzik taking the face off. He's got Grady Schmidt with him. He's got Brooks Bockel. He's got Ricky Enter. And of course, Brecky in net. See if they can kill this. Jefferson looks like they've got a pretty good looking power play. So let's hope our Scarlet boys can kill this power play. And Grady Schmidt doing a great job of blocking that shot up into, actually over the netting. And it makes for a happy fan that got that puck. I'm not sure if she's going to keep it, but she's celebrating finding a loose puck. Now Keach on the faceoff circle. They're going to force the boys out of the circle, and that's going to come out to neutral ice. Seven gets it into the zone deep. And now Schmidt in the corner. And now Allman battling for it. And 19 from top of the circle. Keach on him. Shot blocked, trying to find the slot. Shot blocked by, I want to say that was Bockel. He was either Bockel or Allman. And Jefferson has to regroup. And here's 13 with it. He's trying to get it deep. Bockel's there. Now Schmidt on the far corner. Ties his man up. We're down to a minute left. Jefferson gets it out of the corner. Throws it to this near corner. And 19 with it. He's going to drop it down low. Out to the point. 19 looking for something. Back down low. Cycling. Number 7, top of the circle. From the dot. Off the bar and in. That was a heck of a shot. Tough angle, but he found it. And Jefferson takes a 2-1 lead. With 40 seconds left in the period. Closer than that one. I'm mic'd up. That's what I wore to work. Oh, now we got a 3-on-1. Dorzik battling back on a back check. That puck almost made it through. And now Tosh trying to get through traffic. Feeds it over to Dorzik. Barely onside. And Tosh missed the rebound. Had a good look and just couldn't find it. And that's going to go all the way down. And now Reddy's going to pick it up. We got 2 seconds. Reddy's going to. And that'll take us to the end of the period. Jefferson scored on that power play to take a 1-goal lead, 2-1 after 2. So we're going to go to intermission. We're going to have a chuck a puck. So I'm going to mute this, and we'll see you back here probably about 15 minutes. And I'll see if I can fix the Zoom as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We have a fresh sheet of ice. Zamboni doors are coming down, and so we'll get the Scarlets back out on the ice. Down by one. We'll see what the third period brings. Oh, let me check. Let me double check the shots on that. I'll be right back. All right, here come your Scarlets. I got the official count on shots on net. I was off by a couple, but not too bad. 20-29 in favor of the Jefferson Jaguars. I've tweaked the Zoom, so hopefully everyone's going to be happy campers now. Let me know what you think. Here are your two options. I've got this, and I've got this. So a little bit more zoomed out than I had before. So we'll see. I can tweak it again for the next game. But once we're dialed in for the start of this period, we have what we have. So we'll leave it here. Let me know if it's still zoomed in too far, and I'll go to the zoomed out. Just let me know what you prefer, and I'll do my best. All right, to start the third period, we're going to have Jacoby Tosh at the faceoff circle. He's going to have Isaac Ullman on the left, Braden Keach on the right, Grady Schmidt, right D, Brooks Baca, left D. We are underway. Third period is in action. Puck goes into the Scarlet zone. Grady Schmidt's going to pick it up in the far corner. Grady trying off the boards. Tosh got a piece of it. Now Schmidt getting a piece of it. Ullman in the fray. And now Schmidt with a shot, glove grab by the goalie to get things started. Fuck! Fuck! Should be at 35. Should be at 35. Clock operator missed the button, so we're gonna try to reset the clock. I had it at 35. They're gonna put it at 37. So there we go. All right, here we go. Back in action. Puck straight up in the air, and lots of deflections there. Off into the near corner here. Tosh trying to get it over to Ullman, and Jags off to the races in the zone. And Brecky has to play it to the near circle. And it's going to go to the far corner, back to this corner. Baca with it. Baca looking for a breakout pass. And it's going to go to neutral ice. Keach gets it deep and then goes for a line change. Looking for a stretch pass. They missed. That's going to be an icing call. So that'll take it back into the Jag zone for a puck drop. Hey, Chuck. Thanks, Grisha. Well, technical difficulties there. Sorry about that. All right. And a forecheck by the Scarlets hold. Ready to try to pinch that. And Brelgy has to go back for it. Brelgy gets hit, gets it into the neutral ice. Jefferson's there to pick it up. They throw it deep into the zone. And Dorzik gives a hit. And now Reddy ties his man up. Jags are there. And Brelgy, beautiful spot, sitting in the slot, deflects that. And they're going to call that an ice. No, they waved it off. And now Ricky, nice forecheck by Ricky, trying to find it. And Bockel gets to it, holds his own. And good hold again by Schmidt. Jefferson picks it up in their end. Starkey on the forecheck. Starkey gets a piece of it, allows Matson to get into it. Matson trying to find Brody. Brody was in the slot. Nothing doing. Now Bockel holds. And Matson couldn't get to it. Starkey picks it up on neutral ice. And goalie holds it behind the net. Jefferson with it, looking for a breakout pass. And Hattelstead, Dane Hattelstead comes in, takes a hit, but gets it into the zone, deep in the zone. And now Bockel at neutral ice, feeds it to Schmidt. Schmidt throws it deep around the glass. Matson coming for it on the near side and gets caught up by the ref. And Jefferson throws it along the boards on the far side. Starkey's there to hold, throws it down deep. Jefferson is going to try to ice, and Bockel's there to pick it up. Slides it down. Hattelstead does a flick to get it into the zone. Goes on the forecheck. Into neutral ice. Keach there, trying to get it into the zone. Nothing happening. And now Keach tried to find Hattelstead coming through. Schmidt gives it a hit, gets it into the zone. 7 picks it up. And now Tosh on the forecheck. Oh, Keach missed it. Oh, Jefferson trying to get fancy with the puck. Didn't work. And Allman missed it. Jefferson picks it up in their end. Keach got a piece of it. Now Allman with a piece of it. Couldn't get it through. And Brelgy tried to get it through. Hit number 7. 7 looking for entry into the zone. Allman all over him. Brelgy with a block. Now Reddy ties his man up. Tosh goes in and picks it up. Tosh trying to get around. Feeds it to Allman. Allman off the boards into the zone. That's going to be ice. And just a little too much on that one. That'll be an icing call. It'll go back into the Scarlet end. And faceoff goes to the Jags. And tied up in the corner by Tosh. Jaguars get it on a good angle, and Brecky throws that to the corner. And Jaguars mishandle. Allman pokes it into neutral ice. Jaguars back with it into neutral ice. And Schmidt is there, feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik into the zone. He's got Keach in the slot. Feeds it back. Puck's loose, and the goalie covers. And Fan on the shot. Ready, throws it to the corner. Tosh has got it now. Nope, sorry, that was Brody. And goes on net. Goalie's going to cover. Got to stop the clock. Sorry, we're at 12:14. Oh, wins the faceoff. Nobody there to pick it up. Now, number 21 into the zone, trying to get around Brelgy. And Dorzik is there to break it up. Ready, throws it out of the crease. And now someone lost their stick. I can't tell who. Oh, Reddy lost his stick in the slot, and they're going to be offside. Now, Enter with it. Enter looking for a breakout pass. Ooh, 5-hole. Finds Cox. Brody trying to get it over to Dorzik, and pass was deflected. So Schmidt picks it up in the Scarlet zone. Grady trying to get turned. Gets through. Gets it into the zone. Now Brody going after it. Brody still trying to find it. And that's going to go into the locker room area. So we'll get a face-off in the Jefferson end. It's like Tosh on the face-off circle. Jefferson down low. Jefferson going to get it. Nice back check by Allman to get a piece of that. Jefferson pulls it. Shot goes wide. And now into the Jag zone. Allman all over number 19. Allman still on him. And good hold by Schmidt at the blue line. And puck's going to go into neutral ice. Jefferson going to throw it deep. Brecky's going to hold that back. He's going to play it along the boards. Gets it to Allman. Allman fanned on the pass. And Jefferson mishandled it. And that's going to go no ice. Tosh gets there. Tosh still with it. Gets turned. Keeps it in. Barely. Tosh all the way around. And tried to get Allman on a deflection. Reddy holds. Jefferson going to throw it to neutral ice. Bockel. Allman's got to get on side. And they're offside. Allman's gassed. Just trying to get on neutral ice and couldn't get there in time. So we'll get a neutral ice face-off on that far dot. Now Jefferson with it. Relgi gets a piece of it, throws it back into the zone, but Sarkey's got to check up. And now Madsen trying to get on it. And so Starkey back to the blue line. Shot goes wide. Allows Hattlestead to get to it. Hattlestead trying to get it loose. And it goes back into the zone. Oh, Madsen with a good move to get loose. And that puck comes to neutral ice. Jefferson's got to check up. They do. Brecky's just going to hold that. And we'll get a puck drop in the Scarlet end on that far dot. Dorzik on the face-off. Dorzik gets it to the boards. Jefferson's there. It goes back to the point. Shot. Blocked twice by Bockel. Good defense by Bockel to deny those shots. Dorzik trying to get around number 7. Gets it back to Brody. Brody down, trying to find Dorzik down in the corner, and Jefferson picks it up, brings it back into their Scarlet zone. Shot. Brecky with a grab. Glove grab save. And puck goes out to neutral ice. Jefferson picks it up, mishandles it, and now Heaton trying to get a piece of that in a neutral ice and throws it into the near corner. Bockel's there to pick it up. Oh, no, he lets it go by and instead gives a hit. Enter couldn't find the puck. He's going to say no on the ice. So Ricky trying to give a hit. And Jefferson back in neutral ice into the zone, looking for a shot, and Brecky grabs that one. Now Tosh on the face-off. He's got Keach and Allman with him. Schmidt and ready. And now Allman with it. Allman poke checked away from him. And Keach now with it. Poked away from Keach. Now Schmidt throw it off the boards in a neutral ice. Keach trying to get it. Finds Tosh on the deflection. Tosh down to Allman. Allman back to the point for Ready. Ready over to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for a lane. Looking for a deflection. Keach couldn't get it through. Allman putting pressure. Now 17 comes in. Trying to get around Ready. And there's a hook. No call. Goes up into the netting. That very well could have been a hooking call, but no call there. We got away with one there. And we'll get a face-off on that near dot. Whoopsie-doo. Oh, there you go. There's the camera equipment. If you're interested, that's what it looks like. Allman gets it to neutral ice off the face-off. And that's going to go into the zone. Recchi behind the net has to hustle back into the crease to make the save. And does. So go to the far dot for a face-off in the Scarlet end. 7:46 left in regulation. Jaguars with a 1-goal lead, 2-1. And Starkey trying to reach for it, couldn't get to it. Jefferson throws it back into the end. And now Schmidt with it. Schmidt trying to find space to skate. Gets it to Starkey off a deflection. Starkey gets into the zone and gets hit big into the boards. It's a clean hit. Shot from Ready goes wide. Matson trying to get to it. And I think Matson lost his stick in the fray. No call there. And then shot saved by the goalie. Out to Ready. Ready gets it deep. Enter trying to find it. Cox trying to get it out to the point, and 21 picks it up. Coming into the zone, they're going to call him offside. That's a good call. And now Brelgy with it. Brelgy trying to get it deep, goes into the, thought it went into the bench, but apparently it didn't. Now Jefferson with it. Cox trying to get a piece of it now. 21 coming into the zone. Brelgy on him. Gonna go wide. Dorzik trying to get on it. Oh, goes through the slot. Number 11 couldn't find it. Now along the boards, out in a neutral ice. And now Cox with it. Brody gets it deep. Goalie's going to grab and hold. Oh, Allman's way inside the circle. He's going to get pushed out. Keep going. Keep going. Jefferson looking to break out. Tosh got a piece of it. 17 grabs it out of the air. Gets it in the zone. Near corner. Bacco gets a piece of it. Schmidt ties his man up. Allows Tosh to get the puck. Tosh, little toe drag. Not a second time. Bacco with it. Takes a hit. Oh. Tosh with a big hit there. Now Schmidt. Jefferson coach wanted a high stick on Tosh. No call. Tosh back with the puck. Gets sandwiched. Keach with it. Keach feeds it over. Allman. Oh! Keach just broke his stick. Oh, shoot. Should have left it. Now 15 trying to get around to Allman. Grabs his stick. Allman lost his stick. Brecky makes a save. And Matson. Relgi, Starkey. And now Ready with it. Ready to Starkey. Starkey trying to get it out. Bodies off the puck. And a trip, no call. And they're off. Jefferson's off. No. Blow the whistle. If he's going to play, that should have been a whistle. That's going to be ice. Nope. Jefferson plays it. Starkey kept it in. Now Hattlestead down low. Hattlestead's got it. He's got nobody at the point as the D is on a change. Bockel. Uh-oh. And Schmidt there to pick it up. Allman's stick is still down in the corner. For my sake, I'm hoping it's not broken. That's interference. No call. We're going to let him play. 21 with speed. Tries to get around Bockel. Yeah, they're going to let him play. And save. And then Bockel takes out the player number 5. No call. And back to neutral ice. I'm not sure what that pass was, but Bockel back with it in the scarlet end. And another errant pass. Come on, boys. Clean it up. Enter with it. Feeds it over to Cox. Brody into the zone. Brody looking to get turned. Does get turned. Still has it. Right through the crease. And Enter couldn't find it. And now Brelgi. Oh, Brelgi and Dorzik not talking to each other. And Jefferson able to bring it into the zone. Shot goes off of Brecky and up into the netting. All right. Boys are starting to creep into the circle. Referees are going to make them reset. And Brelgi gets tied up. Tosh picks up the puck, feeds it over to Allman. Allman, he's got 2 on him. Allman's going to get into the zone. Allman poked away, but then Tosh is there to pick it up. Allman, yes! Jacoby feeds Keach in the slot, and Braden Keach ties the game up. 2 apiece. Beautiful pass by Jacoby Tosh. That was pretty. I hope you guys all saw that because that was a pretty little play. Allman gets it in the zone. Gets it to Tosh. Tosh takes it down low, feeds it into the slot for Keach, and Keach just blasts it past the goalie to tie this game up 2 apiece. Allman and Tosh with the assist. Keach's second goal of the night. And now Allman with the puck at neutral ice. Allman trying to get it into the zone, gets it in, trying to get around number 7. 7 throws it along the boards. Enter trying to get to it. Ricky gets there, and now he's going to try to feed it to Allman. Dorzik is there, comes out to the point for Schmidt. Schmidt blasts one wide left. Bockel blasts one on net. Goalie throws it to the far boards. Sorry. And out to neutral ice. Ullman feeds it over to Enter. Enter trying to get turned, being held by number 6. And that puck goes into the bench. 1:58 left. We're going to face off right here in front of us. Reddy gets it deep. Deep-ish. Now Brelgy with it. Brelgy looking for a pass. Gets it to Dorzik. Dorzik gets it into the zone, trying to get turned. Dorzik got a tough angle, gets a shot off, but it's deflected over the goalie. Now Cox trying to get turned. He's behind the net. Oh, it's loose, but not able to get it through. Now Ricky trying to get a shot off. Couldn't find the puck. And Jefferson denying shots. Gets it up high. Schmidt comes off the bench and picks it up. And Schmidt and shot goes wide. Now Cox on the near boards trying to get through. He does. And trying to find Grady. Grady gets a shot. And that shot is blocked. Goodness. Scarlets with some good looks there. Just got to find the back of the net. 1 minute left in the game. Tied 2 apiece. Shots on goal, pretty even. 33-37 is what I have. I'll get an official count at the end of the game here before we end the broadcast so you guys can see that. And we're going to face off in the shot. Trying to get through traffic goes wide by Bockel. And that's going to be an ice. So we'll take it back in the Jaguar zone with 51 seconds left. We're going to go wide angle for the end of the game. Just I don't want to miss anything. So we'll go wide. Just so you, that's pretty wide, but we'll go with it because I don't want to miss anything. Tosh gets into the corner. Schmidt holds. Gets it into the corner for Ullman. Ullman trying to dangle around 19. Nothing doing, but Ullman gets it. Oh, almost made it in, and the goalie kicked the net off again. About the 4th time tonight that he's done that. Not sure how many times they're going to give him that. Does that enough times, they'll actually give him a penalty for it. 38 seconds. Well, Ullman in the corner trying to get it. And 17 looking for a stretch pass. Jefferson into the zone. 27 seconds, and Brecky's just going to hold that one. "26 seconds left. We got Dorzik out there with Cox and Enter with Schmidt and Bockel. Puck's loose. Cox gets it. Brody through neutral ice. He's got a man on him. He gets it deep. Now Enter. Going to go for it on the near corner. Brody in there as well. Trying to get out to the point. And Jefferson gets it into neutral ice. Looking for a breakaway. 17. Schmidt is there. Grady's going to get it turned. And goes down in a pile. And that goes up over the net. And that takes us to the end of regulation, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I have an overtime on here. Be nice if I did. They don't give me an overtime, I don't think. Yeah, they do. There it is. Just had to find it. So we'll get a 5-minute overtime period. Oh, 7-minute overtime period, apparently. As Henley just put. I'll check the shots on goal while we have a second. All right, there we go. Shots on goal, 29-38. Now they just said 8 minutes. I'll adjust once they put it up. I thought it was 5. Then I thought I saw them say 7, and now they just announced 8. So we'll see what we get. All right, 8-minute overtime period, sudden death. First goal wins. We'll see what the Scarlets can do. Brady got a piece of that puck, allowed it to stay in the Jaguar zone. And now Jaguars coming into the Scarlet zone. Shot blocked by Bockel. Puck on the near boards. Jefferson looking for a shot. 13 with a tough angle into the slot. Shot gets through traffic, deflected wide. And then Schmidt off the glass into neutral ice. Now Allman trying to get a piece of it, gets it down deep. And Jefferson bringing it the other way. Puck off the glass, couldn't clear it, and it goes off of Brecky up into the netting. Now Dorzik on the face-off. Jefferson wins it, takes a shot, goes wide right. 12 holds it in. Trying to find the slot. Deflected off the skate. Dorzik skating it through. He's got room. Dorzik trying to get turned. Dorzik. Oh, and Enter couldn't find the rebound. Good look there. That puck's going to go out into neutral ice. Cox comes back for it. Cox off the boards. And they're going to go in offside. Yes. Jefferson wins the face-off, throws it deep in the near corner. Bockel's there, feeds it to Keach. Keach off, trying to get off the boards. Tosh. Poked away. Now Bockel with it. Bockel gets it deep. Goalie holds it up for his D-man. Allman on the forecheck, trying to break things up. I know, Keach. And Schmidt with a nice poke check. Poked away. Now Bockel with it. Bockel leaves it for Keach. Shot blocked by Tosh. And now Schmidt in the far corner ties his man up, holding the puck. Comes out. Tosh with it. Tosh has got space. He's going to skate. Allman waits for him to get on. Oh, 7 picks it up. Allman. Good move by Allman to break that up. And Jefferson trying to clear. Can't. Dorzik on the forecheck. And that's going to Ready and 17 take each other out at neutral ice or at center ice. That puck's going to be an ice. So that'll take us down into the Scarlet Zone for a face-off on that far dot. Let's zoom in a little bit. Into the corner. Schmidt's there. Holds it up. Jefferson gets out with it. Shot. Oh my gosh. Goes off of Brecky's stick up in the air over his head, but luckily goes over the net. I thought from my angle it was going in. Luckily it didn't. But we keep skating. 4:57 left in overtime. Shots on goal. We're going to call it 40-30. We'll see how close I am at the end of the game. Dorzak gets it over. Shot goes wide. Brecky keeps it out of the crease. Shot goes over to 19. 19 looking for a shot. Couldn't make it happen. Bacco all over him. Now 21. Going to skate it around. Thought he was going to leave it for 5, but didn't. And now Bacco down low with it. Trying to battle. Dorzak, Bacco. And Enter got a piece of it. 6 holds the zone. 5 from the dot. Right to Brecky's glove. And Brecky makes the save. So we'll get another face-off down in the Scarlet Zone. Down to 4:22. Number 12 with it. Into the slot. Couldn't get the shot off. Number 17 plays it down low for his line mate. 13, and then that's going to be an ice by Tosh. So we'll bring it back into the Scarlet Zone for another puck drop. Puck's loose, and Brecky puts that up into the netting. And we'll get another face-off on this same dot. Now Schmidt. He's laying on Schmidt's stick. No call. And now Reddy gets it out of the slot. Feeds it over for Keach. Keach to Allman. Allman has to use his skate to get on it. Allman now down low, trying to get it. Matson's out there. Matson and Allman on the forecheck. Oh, Allman gets it. Come on, get there, Isaac. Isaac gets turned, loses his. Come on. Oh my gosh. Keach couldn't get the backhander off with enough power to even be considered a shot. Now Jefferson trying to get turned. 7 doesn't get turned. And Reddy along the boards. 7's going to hold. And it's going to go over for Allman on the boards. Allman gets it over to Matson. Matson just blasts it down for an ice. Joey probably could have skated that, but I think they needed a line change. So we'll go back into the far dot in the Scarlet Zone with 3:05 left in overtime. Now Dorzak on the face-off, gets it back to Allman. Was that Allman? No, that was Reddy. Allman's not out there. Enter. Oh, into the slot. Shot. Blocked. And now Reddy in the near corner. Trying to find Enter. And Dorzak comes up and gets the puck. And then Enter feeds it to Dorzak coming through. Dorzak trying to get it around number 22. Nothing happening. Bacco trying to hold. That Jefferson gets it to neutral ice. Schmidt off the near boards. 6 throws it deep. They're off. They have to check up. Brecky missed it. It's going to go around the boards. Brody trying to battle for it in the corner. Ties his man up, allows Schmidt to get to the puck. Right to 13. Trying to get turned to get a shot. It goes right to Brecky's belly. Down to 2:14. I'm going to say overtime advantage has got to go to Jefferson. But hopefully we can get a good opportunity here on one of these face-offs. Matson on a face-off. And Scarlett's going to take a timeout. So we'll be back in action on Saturday here at All Seasons Arena. I will be gone, but Sean Cox has graciously agreed to try his hand at broadcasting. So wish him luck and be nice to him as he does his best at the Dog and Pony Show that I call broadcasting. There's a lot of buttons, a lot of activity, and a lot of things to keep track of. So I'm hopeful that he has success because I will be watching from out of state. I'm making my way to Iowa. So and we'll be back in action. I'll be back in action on Tuesday for our matchups in the next coming weeks. I think on Saturday is hopefully the only game I'll miss all season. There are a couple games I won't be able to broadcast depending upon what arena we go to, but for the most part, we should have pretty clear sailing on broadcasting the rest of the season's games. But as I know which games those are that I can't broadcast, I'll be sure to let you know in advance because most of the arenas have at least live barns. Some of the arenas, like I know if we play in Owatonna actually has their own TV channel that they dedicate to all Owatonna sports. So you can tune into that one if and when we play in Owatonna. So with that timeout, hopefully the Scarlets have a good idea what they're going to do. Maybe we can pull off a win here with good offensive moves and some good shifts. See how the boys do. Dorzik on a face-off. Puck comes out. Jefferson with a shot. Brecky puts it in the corner. Jefferson looking to turn. And Schmidt there to push the boys out of the crease. Away from Brecky. Puck goes to the boards. Jefferson out to the point. Brecky's going to glove that one and hold. And we'll try that face off again. Why are you going to bump the Scarlets? 13 was the one creeping. Whatever. Each on the faceoff goes out to 18 at the point. Through traffic, blocked by Bockel. And maybe Keach. 13 with a shot off angle goes up into the netting. And we'll get another face-off on the near dot. Schmidt giving words to 13. Go, Isaac, go, Isaac, go. Oh, I got to turn the camera. Sorry, folks. I got a little excited. Out to the point. Get it. Bockel. The Dorzik tried to get it through. And Bockel can't do that. Oh, that would be what we would call a hand pass. Or actually, in that case, a hand throw. As Brooks caught that puck at neutral ice, broke his stick, so he didn't have anything to do. So he grabbed the puck and then threw it into the zone. And you could hear, I don't know if you could hear, but the entire Jefferson bench just all collectively yelled, hey! Can't do that. I think Brooks knew it, but what are you going to do without a stick? So we'll get the puck drop in the Scarlet zone. Referee's getting tired of telling these boys to stay out of the circle. And now ready. Number 5 trying to get turned. Ready to the nice poke check. Gets it on the boards. He gets hacked at. Puck still on the boards. And number 5 comes out with it. Still with it. Puck's loose. Schmidt with it. Grady's got space to skate. Come on, Grady. Come on, Grady. Shot to the belly. 1:07 left. All right, so now we're going to have Keach on the face-off. Got Dorzik, Ullman, Bockel, and Schmidt. Keach trying to get a shot. No penalty. That should have been a trip. Now Bockel trying to prevent the turn and does. Goes out to the point for 7. And ready. No, Ullman got a piece of that. And now Bockel ties his man up. Trying to get it along the boards. Jefferson trying to get it clear, and they do. Jefferson along the boards out to the point. Number 6 looking for a lane. Keach blocks. Shot goes through to the backside. 7 couldn't pull the trigger on it. 7 back with it. We're down to 30 seconds. 7 with a shot. Brecky holds and whistle dead. I don't know if the net came off. Net came off. So we'll get a face off on this near dot with 27 seconds left. Shot blocked. Doesn't get through. Ullman. Oh, that's a good way to break a stick, Isaac. And now Schmidt trying to clear up into the netting. And that will give us a face-off in that far dot with 13 seconds left. Dorzik on the face-off. Ullman battles into the circle. 6 seconds. Now Dorzik to Ullman. How about that? How about that? That was a full-on tackle. (42-31). Final shots on net. We walk away with a tie. Jefferson Jaguars 2. Your Scarlets 2. And we will see you back on the ice here at All Seasons Arena at 2 o'clock on Saturday for our guest announcer, Sean Cox, as he makes his way into the broadcast booth to try his hand at a live feed. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you back here on Tuesday. You'll see the Scarlets play again on Saturday here at 2 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Until next game, stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.